All right, you're still watching Ways. Now, the Arabic word translates for Eid Mubarak, translates as blessed. That's the Mubarak means blessed. Then Eid means what's it called? Festive, right? Okay. So blessed, festive, blessed celebration, and that's what it literally means. So although it's widely interpreted as simply wishing someone a happy Eid, but that is the meaning. I thought since today was Eid Mubarak, it would be nice to also, you know what, let people know the meaning,
absolutely,
right, of Eid Mubarak. So
I just got to know about it as
well. Here's wishing all our Muslim brothers again and sisters Eid Mubarak, Barakah de Sallah.
Exactly.
I pray Allah hears all our prayers and
keep us safe.
Keep us safe. I hear we have Jennifer now. Hi, Jennifer. Is Jennifer there? Jennifer, baby.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. How are you?
I'm okay. How's everyone doing?
Great. Madam Abuja. We're missing you though.
I miss you too.
But Jennifer, tell me, you are on a what's it called? A mission to just have fun. I mean, I saw the roller coaster. I can never try that.
Exactly.
You know, I don't have that. And like the time I entered one of the roller coaster thingy in Nigeria, I said never.
Not
when
in
I
Nigeria.
came down,
I did that in Dubai.
That's even worse because you know those ones, they are bigger.
It was fun.
No,
it was so much fun.
Don't do that. But I saw your video. How are you, Jennifer?
I'm fine. So some of my friends came into Abuja and they'll be leaving on Saturday. So we're like, you know what? Let's just have fun. And I've always been one of those people who love childish fun. Innocent fun, basically. Just have fun where I would cry, laugh, and scream.
Ah, no.
So, yeah, it showed in your video.
It was amazing.
No, you know, because I actually have a
Flair.
Height fright.
You're scared of
yes, height.
Okay.
I have that phobia.
Aerophobia.
Yes, so that's the thing. I don't know, but I really want to scuba dive in my lifetime. Skydiving, I will still do it, even if I'm afraid of heights. That's one thing I want to do. I'll try it. So let me start with you, Isi. What did you find for us in the news today?
Okay, in what caught my eyes. Okay, thank God we are celebrating Eid Mubarak.
Yeah.
So I have to say again, Eid Mubarak, Barakah de Sallah, because this is the big Salah, and we have the governor of
Governor Oyetola.
Just a minute. We have the governor of Osun State saying Barakah de Sallah to everybody, and cautioning everybody to be tolerant during this period, especially religiously. So the headline, Oyetola harps on religious tolerance and peace, actually caught my attention. As he says, as Muslims all over the world celebrate the 2021 Eid al-Kabir festival, Nigerians have been urged to maintain religious tolerance and peace in the country. Muslim faithful were urged to, extend hands of fellowship to others and everyone in Nigeria. And this was said by the governor.
So interesting.
He said this today after the Rakat prayer. So I think it's about time we actually preach peace and stop preaching religious division in the
Absolutely.
country.
Yes. The thing is, when I was growing up, because I was born in Kaduna State, we grew up literally celebrating Christmas and Salah and everything together as one. I mean, it was just natural. It was a no-brainer. When it's Salah, you just see coolers arriving. And we had like 12. You were very sure 12 people bringing different kinds of coolers. So Christmas too was a no-brainer. We'll just carry our own coolers and give. I mean, we used to do all of that.
My mom had a friend
so where
that
did
was
we
a Muslim as well,
where did we lose that tolerance where we cannot tolerate each other anymore? But let me hear Jennifer or Uti, if you have anything to say about this. Oh, are they there or did we lose them?
Times are changing. sadly not in the direction that we would like. I always speak about the strength or the power of our dignity, of our diversity rather, and the fact that, we should all be able to come together. I know that sounds quite utopian, but it wouldn't be so hard to imagine because we've lived it. We've experienced it. So hopeful that we can get back to
actually get back there.
Mindset,
all right, so
mindset.
I love your turban, by the way.
Absolutely.
Thank you. I told you I was going to rectify real quick.
All right, so what did you find for us in the news?
So I don't know how I feel about this story, but the headline certainly caught my attention. And the headline reads, Petrol price will rise to 1,000 naira per litre if. And that's by the DPR, so the Department of Petroleum Resources. This was presented by the DPR director, Saki Awalu, and he says that the pump price of petrol in Nigeria may rise to 1,000 naira per litre, to as much as 1,000 naira per litre rather, when the petrol subsidy comes to an end if we don't have an alternative power source. So this was really looking at what the real impact will be when the subsidy, what's it called now? When the subsidy is removed completely and we have no alternative fuel. So when they speak of alternative fuels here, they're talking about things like LNG, so the liquefied natural gas, which he's now proposing, of course, that we can convert our vehicles in Nigeria to run on LNG, which is not a new thing. This is being done in other countries. Of course, you get better consumption on LNG, and I also believe that it's slightly cleaner. Don't quote me on that.
No, guess what? It's cleaner because in Benin, I remember many years ago, this is not even now, because I've not been to Benin in years. Many years ago in Benin, all the cab drivers, the taxi drivers in Benin, they were converting their engines to gas powered, because they said that one burns slower, it was cheaper. So a lot of taxis, the commercial taxis, they were converting their engines to be gas enabled, and there was even a gas what's it called, because I remember one of the taxis that I boarded, we drove into a gas
what year was this?
Petrol. I can't remember the year, but I know it was a very long time ago. So they had started it. I don't know what happened, that maybe the thing stopped or whatever, but this gas thing, they've been doing it because I can clearly confirm that in Benin. I used to, I used to see them, and we drove and we filled the tank with gas. So gas is cheaper, and we're just flaring it. So I think, it's only natural. And again, I was going to say, Oti, do we even have alternate transportation systems? No. Do you understand? We don't have. So 1,000 naira, well, it will reduce the number of cars. That's the plus side.
So I mean, you can think of. There's thinking of it the rational way, which is to say, you can reduce this, you can remove that, but what I'm more concerned about is the ripple effect, because when, like you said, that alternative forms of transportation are slim, so whatever happens is going to affect the vehicular traffic. So the cost of transportation is going to increase, which is going to piggyback onto the cost of food. It's going to just affect so many things. So let's hope that this is a prediction that never comes true.
We hope not.
But really, for us to be looking at alternative sources, whether it be solar, whether it be electric, clean energy like wind energy, so many alternatives. It will allow it to thrive in this country.
Absolutely. Jennifer, let me come to you before I take mine.
Okay, so what I found in the news today is about the Oba burial. Police mom on arrest. That's persecution. So if you don't know what mom means keeping quiet. So the Anambra State Police Command is mum on whether or not, they are practically quiet on whether or not they would arrest and prosecute people who have been abusing Naira. So they said that according to Section 21 of the Central Bank of Nigeria Act, as in 2007, that a person who sprays the Naira risk imprisonment for a term not less than 6 months, or a fine not less than 50,000 Naira, or so I think what we read is about how money was being sprayed at how there was money on the floor, people were stepping on it and all of that. So they are not sure yet if they
Jennifer, The only question I have for these people is that people that were people that said that if you took $1 million to the spraying ground,
that
you were going to become an usher. That you were going to be the one packing the money. Is it 50,000 naira fine that will not be their problem? Like, I don't get it. Do you understand? It has to be a lot more stringent than that. But I remember when they enacted that law, I was saying that Nigerians, we like Jayet too much. Even the people that enacted that law, I am sure in their own parties they spray money.
There. And believe me, they were there when it was happening, because they would have gotten security, they would have gotten people who were in the security outfit to actually man the place, so there wouldn't be any sort of uproar.
Well, we'll talk more about that later. My story is actually quite interesting. As I had mentioned earlier, I was just fascinated by, you know, what is happening in the other climes, right? While we are busy spraying money and, you know, showing off and all of that. I mean, Jeff Bezos, through his company Blue Origin, the first aircraft, I think New Shepard, that's what it's called, was launched into space, and it was such an amazing thing to watch, and it was a very successful flight, and they came back, you know, so much excitement. You had the oldest person to go to space in that aircraft. You had the youngest person. He's just yes, he's just, I think he's 19. He's not even in college yet, but he's gone to space. Then Jeff Bezos, the richest man on earth, was there, and his brother Mark was there. So it was such an interesting thing to watch. I was just thinking that I mean, billionaires, what's the rationale behind the thinking of a billionaire abroad and the thinking of a billionaire in Africa?
Charles, Richard Branson just came back from
yes,
space as well.
No, they are following each other now.
You know, they are thinking far, they're thinking wide, and they're thinking in the positives, not the negatives. They're looking at ways to better humanity, right? Humanity, and
but some people don't understand how this one will better humanity. But Uti, let me hear your thoughts on this before we run.
So, I mean, I've been following this story quite interestingly, because it's like, you know, when your belly is now full and money is plenty, you can think about going to space, you know. So both Richard Branson and Jeff Bezos are, you know, trying to top each other. One person go first, you know. So Virgin Galactic launched Richard Branson to 53 miles above the Earth. But Bezos had actually trumped him.
Yes, he did.
By, I think, about 9 miles. By getting theirs to, I think, 62 miles above the Earth. So, you know, like I said, when you're belly full, I'm glad. I saw the video that Branson put out whilst he was on the flight, and that actually, I love the words that he spoke there, talking about young people having a dream and being able to look up into space, and today he's achieved his dream. So for me, you know, dream big.
Absolutely. And the same thing with Jeff Bezos as well. He also, when he was very young, said he wanted to go to space. And today, I mean, so history was made today. And you know, I'm excited. So that's our conversation, Sha. We are talking about flamboyance.
Great
We're talking about how rich men in Sena Climb spend their money. The rich men of Nigeria. But, you know, watch this space. We come.
What they think about.
All right, so when we come back from the break, we'll be discussing flamboyance. You know, how much is too much? Stay with us. We'll be right back.